peeps, how y'all today? So, it is story time once again. But yeah, no, for real. So, what's up guys, how you doing? I don't really care. I'm just kidding. I do, kind of. Anyways, I wanted to come on here and do another story time from elementary school. So, I love coming up upon old memories that I forgot about, events that happened to me when I was little, like in elementary school and stuff, really little. So I got another one. I already did one on my kindergarten experience. Today is going to be first grade experience. Okay? Alright. So my first grade experience went kind of like this. It was 2002 maybe? 2003? Probably 2002, I think. Johnsonville Elementary, I would say. And let's see, what interesting happened to me in first grade. Okay, so first grade, within like the first week, I had met this little black boy. Okay, and we were in the same class, obviously. And this black boy was obviously really nice to me, and I was really nice to him. He told me he liked me, and he asked me if I liked him, and I was like, yeah, I like you. And so we ended up started dating. I know, it wasn't really dating, obviously, but, we became boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever, because I guess in our little heads we probably figured, well, if we like each other, we're boy and girls, we have to be together, or some shit, I don't know. Who the fuck knows? Who knows why we agreed to that, but okay. So I agreed, we were boyfriend and girlfriend. We were only boyfriend and girlfriend for like a day, because obviously it was first grade. We didn't even know what the fuck we were talking about. So what had happened was, the next day after we got together, the next day we came to class, right? Well, at reading time, one day, this was only like a day or two after we'd been boyfriend and girlfriend or whatever you want to call it. While we were sitting there having a book read to us, we're all sitting in, I would say in a circle, but actually we were sitting in rows, I'm sitting in front of a teacher who was reading to us, and y'all aren't gonna believe this. So I was sitting there and he sits behind me, the little black boy, okay, right? So we're sitting there listening to the book, and this little black boy takes both his hands. You guys are gonna think I'm joking, but I'm dead ass. He takes both his hands from sitting behind me and puts them in my pants. I mean, legit, under my underwear and everything. And he's just sitting there holding my ass, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck to do, because I don't want to get him in trouble, because he's a nice kid. I liked him, he didn't mean no harm, and all I could think of in my head, it's crazy. I swear I used to think so adult when I was younger. It was kind of weird, but all I could think in my head is, this kid knows way too much. Like, I just felt so bad for this kid, because apparently he seen or found out about some shit that he shouldn't have seen or found out about. You know what I'm saying? Like, he knew apparently way too much of adult shit for his age, because this, again, was first grade, so we were like 6. He shouldn't even have known that was an option, or that was something normal that the older guys do with women sometimes. You get what I'm saying? Like, it was really ridiculous. I'm kind of mad at his parents, whoever the fuck it was that let him see shit that early. Anyways, I don't blame the kid, obviously. I'm not some fucking weird bitch who's gonna try to, like, get him for sexual or something. No, he was a kid. Even if he wanted, he didn't really know what he was doing, and I didn't either, so I was just like, what the fuck is going on? But I knew he liked me, and I didn't want to get him in trouble. So he sat there for a minute with his hands in my pants, like, cupping my ass. What no ass I had back then, because I was fucking 6 or 7. And I can feel him, like, trying to move his hands around a little bit, almost trying to get closer to that area, I guess. But what's funny is, even in my mind, even that young, in my mind, it didn't even go to that. Like, I was thinking of the most, he just wanted to, I didn't even think about the fact that I had a vagina there that he might want to have touched. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just wasn't there in my head. Like, I didn't register that I even had one. I was just thinking about my ass. I'm like, this kid is really cupping my ass. Like, he is holding my ass right now. Like, what am I supposed to do? This is crazy. Because I haven't experienced anything like this, obviously. I was only in fucking first grade, so. And I'm like, oh, this kid knows way too much. And I wasn't mad at him or anything. He just obviously learned something that he probably shouldn't have learned at an early of an age, and, tried it out, which, can't blame him for doing what he was taught, or what he thought he was taught, or whatever. So, And I can never for the life of me think of what that boy's name was. I can't remember to save my life. I've tried so many years. Yeah, so we sat there, and he sat there and held my ass until he, and I, you know, when I kept telling him kind of like try to move, like he kept trying to move his hands up or whatever. And see, again, I didn't even register that he was trying to probably get in my vagina. It wasn't a thing. Like I was just thinking he's moving his hands to feel my butt, I guess. I don't know. I didn't know what the fuck he was doing. I just figured whatever. And so I kept feeling him try to move, and so I just would press down harder on my ass. Like I would sit, you know what I'm saying? I would push myself down harder on the floor so he couldn't move his hands any closer to my vagina. And like I knew that's where he's going, but I just didn't think about, I don't know, I don't think I really maybe realized that the vagina was like the number one part of it. You get what I'm saying? Like I just didn't totally click to me yet, but I just knew not to let him get there either. You know what I'm saying? Like I just knew to try to sit down and try not to let him get any further up my butt or legs or whatever you want to call it. So I sat there and pushed down and kept pushing down, and finally story time was over, so he sliced his hands out of my pants, and I'm like, thank God, because I didn't know what to do, I didn't know what to say, I didn't know what to think, I didn't want to tell a teacher, because I didn't want to get in trouble, and like, you know what I'm saying, I just didn't know. I was like, what the fuck? Anyways, and I don't know if we ever talked about it afterwards. Let me think. Hold on. I want to say a couple of days later, we ended up not really breaking up. We were never really together, guys, okay? We were fucking first grade. We didn't know what we were saying or doing. But, I think a couple of days later, we broke up or whatever. Like, I don't know, maybe we switched classes. Who the fuck knows? But we still stayed friends, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I don't think we ever talked about that or what happened that day. By the way, dude, if you ever come across this video, which I highly doubt you will, because I highly doubt anybody in the fucking world will see this. Hopefully they probably kind of won't. If you ever see this dude, the dude who was in Johnsonville Elementary around 2002 or 2003, I want to say, and you touched a little redhead girl's ass, let me know. Because I want to talk to you. I want to see how you doing, man. I want to check up on you. Make sure you're doing okay. Anyway.